I got one from my guy up in Minnesota. It was a unique call, typical conversation I had with the girl on site there. Said actually they're headquartered over in California, large warehouse. They have about 50 users, and so I was like, you know what, I might suspend this, but I'm gonna at least give it one call. Found the internal director in charge of all operations for IT, and he's the IT coordinator for the other plants. Currently, when I spoke with him briefly, he was in the middle of a meeting. Thought I was a current vendor, that's why he picked up. Said actually I am looking for someone at our Minnesota location for on-site support, additional resources, some hardware sales, and that was about 2 weeks ago. I spoke with him yesterday too. He ended up yesterday pushing me off for a couple, saying he'll call me or call him in a couple months just to find some time. A little bit closer to the end of the year, made more sense. And he got an email. It wasn't from myself. He got one from someone else that I guess it reminded him of me. So he called me back, forgetting that we talked yesterday, saying yes, I want to discuss this. So we found some time next week. Currently, they have about 50 users on site in the Minnesota plant. But the main topic of conversation is going to be a lot of projects, hardware sales, and on-site support for when they have some downtime, because California is 2 hours behind. So when their location in Minnesota opens up, they have 2 hours of just dead zone before their California plant opens up. So it should be a pretty good conversation. It's going to start with Teams, and that's going to be for next week.
So I got an appointment today for my Miami IT client. It's about 300 users, meeting with the owner and the IT director regarding cybersecurity. They're lacking a little bit, so not till next month, but excited for the opportunity when they get back in the office, and think it'll be a good fit.
Got my first appointment for my new client over in Charleston, South Carolina. I'd originally called this church facility asking about their roof, but their roof was completely fine, but they actually informed me that they were looking to get commercial gutters put on the entire building. So got them booked. Our guys are going to go out there and see how we can assist with that. Then I also booked another appointment for my client up in Milwaukee with a golf course. I guess they've been having some issues with their roofing going on, and we're going to get out there and check out their main building and the pro shop, see how we can assist on both of those.
Yeah, I got one for Aces today. It's an architecture firm. Been talking to him for a few months now, and they just did a merger, and there's some new ownership. So talked to the owner, told me to get in touch with his IT guy over there. Finally got in touch with him after a while of not hearing anything from him. Set it up for next Wednesday, 75 users, so yeah, pretty solid.
You got 2 of them?
Yeah, one for each client. First one for Roofing USA. I had originally called this facility manager over at like a life center, 42,000 square feet. He said the roof was fine, looking to put some commercial gutters on. I was like, I'll call you tomorrow. Got to talk with our team about that. Not sure if they would still be interested in that. He said, hell yeah. Send us so, going out there. I mean, 42,000 square feet. I don't really know what gutters go for, but I mean, on the gutter side, I would say that's probably a pretty big one.
Pretty big one. Yeah, pretty big one.
Then for seamless, it's been a mess this month. He doesn't have any date. He didn't have any dates, and he said they're super busy and be kind of tiptoeing around with scheduling. Finally gave me some dates I can schedule, so I called some warm leads. Got them scheduled with a golf course. They wanted to look at their main building and the pro shop. They're going to have 2/3 of it done probably this year, so we're going to get out there and give them a quote.
Nice.
Great job, Sam. Who else?
I got one for VTech. It was with an insurance company. Tried to get in touch with the CIO first, but then I went to my good old trusty IT director, and he said no right off the bat, to be honest, and he said I can shoot him over some information. Told him there's only so much we can talk to him about through an email, and let's set something up for 2 weeks and then start going over the BANT side of things, and ended up letting me know that he's actively looking for pen testing quotes right now. So we're going to meet in a week and a half and hopefully at least start them off with pen tests and then uncover some good old vulnerabilities and go from there.
Good deal. Who else?
Sean?
Yeah, I got my first one for Elite Cloud Solutions. It's insurance company, 16 users, 2 servers, 1 location. Spoke to this lady yesterday, said they're looking for an MSP. Sent her Joel's calendar link and she responded to it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I set an appointment up today for my client over in Vancouver. It's 16 users, 2 servers. Pretty good little one. Spoke with someone yesterday, sent an email link to them, and they ended up accepting it and setting up a time with my boss over there.
So I set an appointment for my Tampa Bay client with the insurance company. I spoke with their IT director, said that he was currently happy with his MSP and that just to shoot him over some information. I told him perfect, but we can only say so much through an email, that we'd love to at least talk through a Teams meeting. He agreed to that, and then I kept opening him up a little bit and ended up going through our BANT process, and he told me he wanted some penetration test offers, so we're actually going to speak with him next week and give him a proposal for our pen testing, see if we can uncover some vulnerabilities or blind spots, and then take it from there.
Yeah, so got yet another one today for my new client in Wilmington, North Carolina. I called over to apartment complex, and actually the guy that answered the phone was the property manager. It sounded like he had been there a little under a year. It was kind of short over the phone. Gave me a little slap on the wrist because he's like, "Hey man, I don't have a lot of time. We've been understaffed since I've been here, and I'm kind of the guy that wears many hats around here." And he's got a full team now. So he's open to us coming out, but he's like, you got 3 to 5 minutes with me and then you can do your thing. So we're going to go ahead and I think it's 7 buildings over there, 2-story buildings. He said the roofs weren't in too rough a shape, but it had been a little while since someone has been out there. So we're going to send my guys out actually next week, Wednesday, and send them out there, talk to them, hop on the roofs, and see if we can't help them out.
Well, I booked an appointment for R&K Roofing this Friday morning. It was for a motel in Sanford, Florida. I called the owner up at another motel closer to Daytona Beach, and that motel is in good shape, but this other motel in Sanford needs a roof replaced. It's a small property, but the appointment is scheduled for Wednesday the 16th at 9:30 a.m. Got an appointment today for my client out in Iowa. I've been chasing this one down for a few months now. I actually spoke with the owner back a few weeks ago, and he told me that they just recently merged with a new company, and they're going to be looking at quite a few MSPs in the area. He told me to reach out to the guy who handles IT over there, so I went ahead and gave him a call earlier today, and he told me that he would be open to a meeting next Wednesday. And yeah, there's 75 users over there. They have some servers on premises, some in the cloud, so yeah, it should be a pretty good one.
Yeah, so got one today for my client, my IT client in Sandusky, Ohio. Called over to a church. The office over there is kind of small, probably around 5 to 10 users, but it's kind of right up his alley. So they have some website, they need help with their website, and some Microsoft 365 and some filing that they need help with over there. So we're going to go out next Wednesday, the 16th, send Jeff out there and see if we can't help him out. So it should be a pretty good one.